Have you ever had one of those dinners that just hit different after you eat it? Well, today's Soul Food Sunday dinner is one of them. What I'm cooking is a whole entire vibe. Let's take a look at the menu.
Come take my hand and walk there with me. I know a place where we can be free.
I'm going to start off with a whoopie pie because, as y'all know, I do like to cook my desserts first. Then I'll start on the mac and cheese, followed by the wings. And y'all, these wings are next level. First thing I'm going to do is preheat this oven to 350 degrees. For the cookies, I'm just using a plain old yellow box cake mix that I got from Aldi. Now, I could have made these cookies from scratch, but my motto today is to work smarter and not harder. To the cake mix, I'm adding 2 room temperature eggs, but before I add them, I'm going to beat them with a whisk. Beating the eggs ensures that the yolk and whites are thoroughly combined. According to the food and safety guidelines, refrigerated eggs should not be left out for longer than 2 hours. Next, I'm adding a half cup of vegetable oil, and then I'm going to mix my wet ingredients with my dry ingredients. I was watching the Food Network the other day, and one of the chefs made whoopie pies. So that's what inspired me to make some for today's dessert. It looked so good, I just had to try it. This is how your cookie dough should look after mixing. I'm going to take my ice cream scooper and spray it with a little oil so that the dough doesn't stick to it. And then I'm going to add my cookie dough to my cookie sheet. Now I'm just wetting my fingers so that the dough don't stick to my hands when I press down on it, because we want these cookies to remain flat and not rise like a cake. I'm going to pop these in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. Once the cookies are finished baking, we'll go ahead and get started on the filling because we want the cookies to be completely cool before we add it. Music to my ears. Sounds like the cookies are ready. This is how they look fresh out of the oven. The bottom is the perfect shade of brown. I didn't want to overbake them. So now that the cookies have cooled, I'm going to go ahead and start on the marshmallow filling, starting with room temperature butter and 2 cups of the marshmallow cream. This is where I was supposed to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I completely forgot. Once everything is well blended, I'm adding 2 cups of powdered sugar, and I'm just going to give it a stir with my spatula because if not, this stuff will fly all over my kitchen. This is the texture that you want. So now I'm just going to put everything together. Cute is that? I cannot wait to see Jordan's reaction to these whoopie pies. Have you ever tried a whoopie pie before? Let me know down in the comment section. What do you think about whoopie pies? Now, they kind of remind me of those macaroon cookies. That's what they look like. And the filling kind of tastes like those marshmallow cake things that you can get from, I think it's a Little Debbie snack, where you can get like banana and chocolate, and then inside it has like that marshmallow cream filling. That's kind of what it tastes like to me. Next up on the menu is mac and cheese. Now, what inspired me to make mac and cheese to go along with these wings is I was scrolling through several wing places menu options, and macaroni and cheese kept coming up. So I decided to go ahead and add it to my menu for today. I have my water for the pasta warming up, and now I'm just grating my cheese so that it will be at room temperature by the time the pasta has finished cooking. I'm using cheese that I already had in the fridge. You can pretty much use any type of cheese. Smoked Gouda and sharp cheddar are really my go-to cheeses when I'm making macaroni and cheese, but since I didn't have any, I'm using mozzarella, Monterey, provolone, and mild cheddar. I'm going to cook my pasta in salted water. The reason why I'm using salted water is because it adds extra flavor. You want to season your dishes a little at a time, starting from the first step to the last step. And adding salt to your water is just like laying the foundation of your mac and cheese. For this step, you can use kosher salt, sea salt, Himalayan salt, table salt, any type of salt except for iodized. And the reason why we stay away from iodized salt in this step is because it gives off a chemical flavored aftertaste. And we don't want that in our mac and cheese. We want our mac and cheese to taste delicious. Now, if iodized salt is the only salt that you have in your house, then go ahead and go for it. I've used it before and it's still, my macaroni and cheese still turned out okay. But today I'm using kosher salt. Now that it's done, we're going to drain it, but we don't want to get rid of all of the pasta water because we're going to use it later. While the macaroni is still hot, we're going to add the butter and give it a good stir. Then you'll add your seasonings to taste. I'm using Creole seasoning and black pepper and just giving it a good mix. Then you want to add the cheese, but make sure you save some for your topping. Next, I'm going to add my room temperature milk, or you can use half and half, whichever one you have on hand, and then give it a good stir. Before I place this in a casserole dish, I'm going to add my lightly beaten egg. This will bind everything together. We're doing this in layers. We're going to add half of the macaroni and then top it with cheese. I'm using provolone for this part. This is where you want to add as much cheese as you like to get that cheese pool in the middle. Then you're going to add the second layer of pasta. And what I'm going to do is sprinkle it with smoked paprika to give it that deep color and smoky flavor. Next, I'm going to place this in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And this is how your mac and cheese should look. Who is ready to make some wings, y'all? Let's get right into it. In this small bowl, I have a half teaspoon of smoked paprika, a half teaspoon of black pepper, a half teaspoon of garlic powder, a half teaspoon of salt, and a half teaspoon of onion powder. Now in a larger bowl, I'm going to pour 1 cup of flour and a half cup of cornstarch, and then I'm going to add all of my seasonings. And now I'm just going to mix everything together. I was supposed to season my chicken, y'all, before I dipped them in the flour mixture, but I forgot. So I'm going to have to add all of my salt and pepper after they come out of the grease because I do want my chicken to be flavorful. Now that the oil is up to temp, I'm going to fry a few at a time. I don't want to overcrowd the pot because I don't want them sticking together while they're cooking. This is how they look fresh out of the oil. Look at that deliciousness, y'all. For the lemon pepper wings, I use 3/4 cups of butter, 1 tablespoon of lemon pepper seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to place these in a small bowl, drizzle the butter mixture over it, and give it a good shake. And this is what the lemon pepper wings look like. I'm just going to repeat the same process for the honey barbecue wings. I'm just spreading barbecue sauce into the bowl on top of the wings, and then I'm going to give it a good shake. And this is what the honey barbecue wings are looking like. Now my boys don't really care for bone-in chicken wings, so I'm going to make boneless chicken wings using this Real Good brand of chicken nuggets. Let me run upstairs and get Jordan to see what he thinks about everything that I cooked today.
Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Jordan's Reviews, and today I'm speechless. That's what I can say today. What I see here is my favorite, of course, mac and cheese. Y'all know me and mac and cheese. Are these little chicken poppers, like little tater tots?
Boneless chicken wings.
Boneless chicken wings.
Are you talking about the tater tots?
Those are tater tots. Boneless chicken wings that I'm assuming have been dipped in barbecue sauce. Mm-hmm. They looked like it. Okay, now this is new. What? Do explain to me, what do we call this fine little pastry here?
That is called a whoopie pie.
A whoopie pie.
Yeah.
And we have a whoopie pie. It looks quite delicious. I am eager to taste it. I want to bite into it, but y'all know how I roll. I tend to eat everything around the plate, then sweet for last. One of these days I'll make an exception, but today's not that day. So we're going to start with the tater tots. Let's get one in there.
And it has crunch, huh?
Okay, first of all, mad crunch. Secondly, delicious. I was not expecting that mad crunch, but it oddly helps it in a way. I guess because, yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like if it was soft, it wouldn't have meshed with the taste, but the crunchiness kind of adds to it. So, yeah, okay. The first time I like, not the first time, I'm pretty sure we've eaten crunchy things on this channel. I've actually ended up liking it. But okay, we'll add that to the other list of crunchy things that I like. Because if y'all know me, I hate crunchy. I'll very rarely go out of my way to eat crunchy, but sometimes I will make exceptions here and there. Let me stop blabbering. I want to eat this mac and cheese, but first, before I eat my favorite thing, I'm gonna get a. We're not eating this entire thing. We're just going to take like a little bite somewhere, maybe around. I think Gordon Ramsay needs to hire you. If not Gordon Ramsay, some gourmet restaurant, because this is good eats. I even got to the mac and cheese yet. I'm so hyped. So let's get into it. Okay. As much as I'd like to take the entire thing and eat it right here, I will take like a small pint.
Does it taste like mac and cheese?
You actually doesn't taste like mac and cheese. My answer to the question is a resounding yes. Yes, yes. Oh boy, okay. Let's take a second to analyze here. We got the cheese, perfect on the cheese. S+ for cheese. I can't go high. I don't think there's a letter I would use higher than S+. S+ is the best, I would say. Anywho, yeah, that gets an S+ for me. I mean, seasoned to perfection, cheese to perfection. Now, I'm not using a fork on this thing. Let me tell you what, because it looks like if I do that, I'm not going to be having a fun time. Well, I think I will regardless, but stickiness. We're going to go ahead and try, last but not least, the Whoopie Pie, was it? Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to get used to saying that name, Whoopie Pie, people. Okay, so, okay, we're going we're not talking about that. As I was saying, we're going to try the Whoopie Pie. We're going to take a, I want to try these sprinkles.
Are they crunchy?
I bit my lip. Yeah! They are a tad crunchy, but I kind of like the crunch. As to the flavor, I do like the sprinkles and the Whoopie Pie itself. Overall, S++, minus plus. Let's see, what do I rate this? Ooh, I can't, listen, I gotta go higher. It obviously is a 10 out of 10, no. 100 out of 10, nope. 1,000. It gets 100 out of million for me, out of 10. I'm sorry. There's really no words to describe the heavenly divinity that is of my mother's cooking on this plate. So, that's Jordan's reviews. Overall, all in all, positive reviews for me. So if y'all excuse me, I am hungry and I gotta eat. Big Mac attack. I'll catch you later.
Y'all, that dinner was amazing. Those wings are completely gone. The Whoopie Pies are almost completely gone. So everything was a hit today. I just love making these soul food Sunday dinners. It's my way of helping you if you struggle with figuring out what sides to pair with your meats. It's my way of helping you come up with different ideas, get those creative juices flowing, and getting you in the kitchen to cook. And I try to do budget-friendly meals because I know with the economy the way it is now, with everything going up, we have to do what we have to do for our families. So I try to come up with different meal plans that is reasonably priced. Chicken, before chicken used to be like $3-4, but it's a little expensive, but it's still cheaper than other cuts of meat. So that's why you see a lot of chicken in my soul food Sunday dinners, because it is budget friendly. And we're all trying to save money. And y'all, let's not talk about eggs. We already know these. They say that the egg prices are going down or have went down since last week, but that's not what I'm finding when I go to the grocery store. But that's neither here nor there. Let me know down in the comment section, what are you cooking today? And also let me know, what would you like to see me cook? I know someone suggested chicken pot pie. I didn't even think about this, but I actually have a video. It's like, I think it was like a year old, but I actually have a video where I put together chicken pot pie, and my family loved it. So I might bring that one back. I might try that recipe again. But if you have any other suggestions, things that you would like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section, and I'll just pull out my spreadsheet and log everyone's suggestion onto the spreadsheet, and I'll attempt to make it, if it is within my wheelhouse, if I know how to cook it. If you need budget friendly cooking ideas, go ahead and click the playlist on the screen. I do have all of my soul food Sunday dinners in one spot. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.